Hello everyone, welcome to the Gimme a Hole Yeah podcast. My name is Dan. We're covering Monday Night Raw after Night of Champions, that's the one. Oh, sorry. We've got a mixed women's tag team title match going on. We've got Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi going up against Ronda Rousey, Shayna Bayzler, Chelsea Green and Sonya DeVille, and then Damage Control's duo of Bayley and Io Sky. We've got Money in the Bank qualifying matches, even though it's about a month away. So we should hopefully get some good stuff, good matches coming up. I shall see you in a sec, and I shall play someone that's going to be seen tonight.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Hole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day.
How's everyone doing then? Did everyone have a good weekend? Did you enjoy Double or Nothing? Did you enjoy Night of Champions? Oh, we got in. We've got Sassy in as always, putting the admin messages in for us. Welcome to Gimme a Hole Year's Monday Night Raw after Night of Champions. We do have Patreon Super Chat available for donations. You can always join us on YouTube as a YouTube member. With that one, you do get custom emojis, which Sassy's got all of them. We do have sort of people of all ages and all sort of different aspects of life. So if you do want to join in on the chat, please be respectful. It's nice to be nice, isn't it? We do cover Monday Night Raw, we do cover SmackDown, we do cover AEW's Dynamite on a Wednesday night. We do have live streams of other shows available sometimes. And we do also have WWE's 2K23 gameplay, which Ant does in between working and in between doing the AEW stuff. We've got Nomar in. How are you doing, Nomar? You have a good weekend. We've got Michael in. How are you doing, Michael? Let's have a look. What else have we got? Mox Buddies, obviously, they're in always. Got to watch AEW, Double or Nothing on Watch Wrestling. Really good show, yeah. I sort of flipped through most of it after I finished work earlier on today because I needed a couple of hours sleep before going up for doing this. But yeah, that looked like an absolutely banger of a show. Anarchy in the Arena was all I thought it would be. The exploding kick was, the exploding kick was, I think it was unexpected. I don't know if I'd missed something, but as I was flicking through it, yeah, I saw that bit and I was just like, whoa. I was excited for that. There was also, the NXT show, and I didn't even had a chance to watch that one. So I might do that tomorrow while I'm off. But yeah, in terms of a weekend of wrestling, you had WWE with a show, NXT with a show, AEW with a show, and Impact with a show. Absolutely mouth-watering weekend. We did do a predictions video for the AEW and WWE shows if you want to go check that one out. We should have Monday Night Raw coming up any second. That one. Where's my earphones over here? Am I getting sound or are they connected to my phone again? There we go. So we're going the Then Now Forever. Impact was great. I heard it was a banger of a show. Impact are always putting on good shows lately. You'll go grab them snacks, my girl. good match, buddy. Hayes versus Breaker was good. Tiffany Stratton's match was good. Dragunov versus Dijak. Again, that sounds like an absolutely brilliant set of matches. Watching it tomorrow with GCW, yeah. I may be back with an unboxing as well tomorrow at some point. I might do it tomorrow. I might do it Wednesday. I'm not sure. Depends on how I feel. PC versus Macklin's insane. Again, absolutely crazy. Monday Night Raw, we are getting a recap of what happened at Night of Champions. We had Bianca Belair versus Asuka, which ended up in a title change. Spoiler alert. And then we had AJ versus Seth for the new title, WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which Seth ended up winning. We did have Triple H come out and hand the title to Seth, which I thought was a nice little touch. And then we had broken-armed Cody Rhodes going up against Brock Lesnar in a pretty much extended squash match, really. Michael got salt and pepper chips from shop. Oh, nice. Get to bed, you're at work in morning. I'm only joking, dude. Thanks for joining. How are you doing? It was a rubbish day again. Very quiet. Didn't see anyone after about 3:30. Bank holiday though, innit? Bank holiday weekend in the UK, so I reckon people thought we was closed from 4:00. Snacks. Talking of snacks, Michael, I have got pepperoni parcels. Little bits of mozzarella cheese, tomato and pepperoni in a little parcel. And then for my sweets, I've got caramel shortcake bites, which I have had on stream before. They're absolutely delicious. Little bits of shortbread, little bit of caramel, little bit of chocolate. We're getting the recap of the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens match going up against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa, and the Usos interfering and ending up accidentally super kicking Solo, which ended up being the only part of the interference that Roman actually saw, because he came back in the ring, he kicked off, and then he got super kicked by the Uso. Oh, we're starting with Seth Rollins as well. We're starting off big and hot. But he's even coming out of the crowd as well. He's walking down Shield style. Again, that the new title is really growing on me. Crowd singing along as always. We got Janelle in. How are you doing, Janelle? Do you have a good weekend? Did you get up to anything exciting yourself? Sassy's got fruit snacks, pulled pork pizza you made Saturday. Very nice. Apple baked pie with a caramel bourbon sauce. Oh, Sassy. Stop teasing me. I want some of that. I want all of that. I love pulled pork. I love pizza. I love a good apple pie and custard. So giving me bourbon in it, even better. Ask Queen. I was expecting you to say that one, Sassy. Crowd again, absolutely popping. I know, Michael. If I had the money, I'd be flying across to just sit and spend a week with Sassy, just letting her feed me. I'd come back about 3 times the size as I'd turned up. Seth working the crowd, high-fiving everyone running around the ring itself. Oh, barbecue chicken pizza. That's just delish. It's my go-to winner takeaway. Instead of a tomato base, I have a barbecue sauce base on my pizzas, and it's just so much nicer, I think. They've got the red ring canvas. Well, they've rolled the red carpet out for him. Obviously, want to make it feel prestigious. So they've obviously got the fireworks. They've also got streamers. And I think he's wearing a pair of Becky Lynch's sunglasses. I know. He's probably not wearing Becky's sunglasses, but they look like they could be, and she could probably pull them off as well. That's one thing we should probably try and do. See if we can see if they use each other's items of clothing at some point. So in a few weeks, we might see Becky Lynch wear them glasses to the ring, or the ones that Seth might wear to the ring in a little while. I think it'd be quite nice to see if we can spot that. I've just realised I didn't put my light on. There we go. Up his first feud is Joe. I reckon that'd be a great shout. That would be a really, really good shout. Joe, I think, deserves to be in that sort of title picture. Crowd still singing along for him. And again, such a good entrance. There's not a lot going on, but the crowd are behind it. That's really, really enjoyable. It's playing to the crowd as well. Sassy wants Seth's boots. I mean, I couldn't pull them off. We're giving a You Deserve It chance now, which, yeah, I agree. I completely agree. And they are very loud You Deserve It chants. I mean, he's been absolutely smashing out the park week after week, match after match. Seth's birthday yesterday. Yeah. That's one thing that we always try and do. Let's have a look. Seth's birthday yesterday. Yeah, there was also Joseph Connors. And today, you've got Brian Kendrick. You've also got Nia Jax and Hornswoggle. And then tomorrow, you've got Jake the Snake Roberts and No Way Jose. So a couple of cool birthdays. Seth's talking about wanting to focus on the future. Monday Night Raw now has a champion where the champion wants to be here. And a champion that is ready to fight. Drew's music, please. Come on. Come on. We're getting a thank you Seth chance as well. Yeah, thank you for bringing a champion to Monday Night Raw. Seth wants a fight. Seth wants all the fights. That belt is nice. Yeah, it has grown on me since I first saw it. It's not as in your face as the Universal title, but it is still a big WWE logo. but it is good. It is a lot better than I really enjoyed the previous belts. I just thought there was too toy-like. That one, it does have a little bit of prestige about it, I think, now. So the crowd singing along as well. Oh, we're going AJ. We're going AJ Styles coming out. Is this a sign? Is this a show of respect? He's not doing his old sort of pose and everything like that. He's from SmackDown, so they've already broken their brand split pretty much. Yeah, it's AJ. He's not in ring gear. He's not in his workout gear. He's in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. So I think it could be that it's a show of respect. It's a thank you for the amazing match. Because you can't deny the match itself at Weekend was absolutely fantastic. I know Seth is wearing some boots with a bit of a heel on, but he looks like he's towering over AJ as well. AJ says that he knows he's meant to be on SmackDown. He couldn't resist coming to Monday Night Raw. He's come across to say congratulations, which crowd are respecting that. AJ saying he gave everything to Seth. Not AJ. I don't think he's here for a rematch or anything like that. I think it is more of a respect thing. Although AJ's saying he doesn't think that Seth deserves anything. Could this be a feud? Oh no, yep, you earned the right to be World Heavyweight Champion, says AJ. Crowd singing Seth's theme again. Seth saying he's not good at these things, but after the beating that he gave AJ at Night of Champions, he earns this. He's put his hand out for a shake. Yeah, brilliant. Again, it's a nice sign of respect from two absolutely phenomenal wrestlers. To hell with the draft. Yeah. Oh, we've got Judgment Day music hitting. Could it be Balor and Damian Priest going up against AJ and Seth tonight? I reckon that's where they're going to go straight away. Balor's coming out saying that he thinks everyone feels sick. It's making Finn want to puke. Damian Priest is feeling nauseous. So Rhea's saying that Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw. Michael wants Drew, not AJ or Judgment Day. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's the right way to go, Michael. Don't worry, I'm on your side. Bringing Damian Priest versus Seth. Yeah, I think Damian Priest versus Seth could be a great match. But I just wanted Drew first. Rhea's saying that Seth shouldn't be too comfortable with that title. Could be Big Damien taking the title off of Seth. Damien thinks it could be Seth. Or it could be Dom Dom. The crowd don't like that. The crowd really don't like that. Both Seth and AJ burst out laughing, which I'm not surprised. Contract talks are stalled, yeah. Drew supposedly has come at an impasse with WWE. We're getting a "You Suck" chance for Dom Dom now. Yeah, I agree with that, Sassy. We've had Balor versus Seth before, so Damien versus Seth I think would be a good choice to change it. Oh, Tommaso Ciampa's rumored to return tonight. Oh, nice. Could it be going into The Way? Oh, Seth's accepted the challenge from Judgment Day. So Seth accepts any two members of Judgment Day versus Seth and AJ. Main event. Nice. I kind of want it to be Damien Priest and Dom Dom, just to see how the chemistry is between them. I think that'd be quite good to see. So we're going. Is it the end of the Bloodline tonight on Raw? So I don't know what they can do, because with everyone on SmackDown, why are they doing it on Monday Night Raw? And then we've got the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way. Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi versus Sonya DeVille and Chelsea Green versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Bayzler versus Bayley and Io Sky. Oh, qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Nakamura versus Bronson Reed. That should be a good match. And we're going the one and only Ricochet coming out now. Feel like we can get Drew and the end of the show. Drew Claymore stuff. That should be good. That could be interesting. Definitely possible. Mia should be at ringside for beatings on Rhea. I think that'd be a good shout. I wouldn't mind seeing Mia versus Rhea. Oh, we're getting a qualifying match up in a second. Ricochet facing The Miz, yeah. The Miz. I'm getting the banner ready for you guys. Don't worry. Won't be a second. Sorry. Couldn't care less about the women's tag. I don't know. As long as it's not Shayna and Ronda winning, I think it creates a bit of interest. If they win it, it's just going to be quite bland, I think. Let's Ricochet. Yeah, don't worry. Asin. There you go. That should be coming in any second. Please, no Miz. Ain't he got a bad movie to make? Oh, yeah, he's always got a bad movie to make. Thank you, Zazy. Thank you, Michael. Happy Memorial Day to you, Hassan. I'm feeling right. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I know we've sort of spoke on a couple of the streams about my sort of leg and stuff. The leg itself is fine. I've got the antibiotics. I'm taking them. There is no pain to speak of. Even when I poke it now, it doesn't really hurt. It's just a big red sore patch. Well, I say sore patch. A big red patch on my leg, and it could be cellulitis. It could be another infection. But yeah, I'm fine. But yeah, thank you very much for asking, Asin. Shayna and Ronda are always going to win it. Yeah, I presume they are. But if they win it, what story do you tell? If you do any of the other teams win it, you have got a story to build going forward, for me. Did I have a nice weekend? I did. I was at work on Saturday, and then after I finished work, I came home and watched Night of Champions on here with the guys. And then after that, Sunday, what did I do Sunday? Oh, started sort of tidying out the back garden area, just because the hedge from next door is getting a little bit sort of out of control. And then I watched the Formula One and the soccer, because it was the last day of the football season. And then what did I do after that? Oh, working today. And then come home, had a nap, something to eat, and then here with you guys. Michael wants the Karens to win. I think it'd be quite good. I think that'd be quite a good story. Sassy saying, I misfit. Will Rikishi return to destroy Roman? What do we think? I don't think he will. I don't know. So I've got Adam Pearce trying to get the match signed off for the main event. So we've got Adam Pearce, Seth, and AJ backstage. Adam Pearce trying to get the match red taped and ready to go. So I've made it official finally. Yes, that's what we want. Will Rikishi return? Like I said, I don't think he will. I think he's happy to let the story play out. Happy the bloodline is over. Roman got what he deserved. I think he deserves more super kicks, though, don't you? But thanks for joining, Matthew. How are you doing? Did you have a good weekend? They need to unify the women's tag championship divisions, so messed up. Yeah, there isn't enough to be. But then if you do that, do you do them on NXT as well? I don't think it works. Got ZGI, you know how you doing, ZGI? Good weekend, dude. Thanks for joining. Sassy saying hi, ZGI. I put the poll in, didn't I? Yeah. Everyone's expecting Ricochet. If Ricochet doesn't win, there's something wrong for this. He's absolutely amazing in ladder matches, amazing in multi-man matches. So he's absolutely perfect for this. Sassy saying hi, Matthew. Have I tried the new hard Mountain Dew drinks? Not yet. I've never been a Mountain Dew fan. But if I see him, I might grab one just to try him. Eating food this past week. For the Bloodline, Seth winning Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I mean, it's been a good week for you then, hasn't it? Ricochet's just come off the top rope. misses, but Miz with a beautiful Hurricane Rana and then a huge boot to the face of Ricochet. If he's talking to Triple H, why don't he just go to Gorilla? He's in the building. He's probably talking to Vince, that's why. Just popping in. Alright, not a problem. See you. Thanks for dropping by. There's Sassy. Mountain Dew has alcohol in it. Oh, I may be getting some then. I may have to get some. Ricochet thrown across the announce desk. Miz is shouting that he's got giant balls as always. Crowder responding with tiny balls, tiny balls, tiny balls. Miz up to the top of the rope. Went for a double axe handle. Planting straight on Ricochet. Goes for a cover, gets a 2 count. So going commercial break time. So yeah, what else would we like to see in the Money in the Bank match? I think Ricochet should be a pretty much dead set. Could there be? I mean, there's Nakamura versus Bronson Reed later on tonight, or would we prefer out of that one? Me personally, I think they'll probably put Bronson Reed in the match, and he'll probably win the match later on, which I don't want. I would prefer Nakamura. Nakamura and Ricochet, that to me is just a good prospect match anyway. Was Randy rumoured to be making a return? No idea, in all honesty. I haven't sort of seen anything about Randy returning at all at any point lately. But yeah, the rumour is that he may not be returning to the ring. So if anything does happen, it's going to be a big, big sort of thing for Randy. Whether he returns, if he does return, it's whether he will actually be able to actually wrestle again, which is going to be sad if he can't. Several talent have been told Vince has made regular changes to WWE shows remotely. They much prefer that to him being backstage. Yeah, Fightful Select's always pulling up the good sort of information, and yeah, I mean, if Vince was backstage, he'd have probably rewrote the full show. Whereas if he's remotely, it's a bit hard for him to do it. He still could, but it makes it a bit harder for him, I think. There's no Raw plans right now. Is that for Randy Orton, Misfit? I presume it is. The rumour is that he will be returning this year, but maybe not this summer. Just having a look on wrestling headlines. Orton wants to return to the ring, but it's his back that is causing the issue, which we was aware. Randy Orton's nowhere near ready to come back due to the back surgery. Yeah, and supposedly it is something that is a very serious injury, and it could keep him out of action indefinitely. It could be a retirement. He may be allowed back to the ring, but we don't know yet. All depends on how the rehab goes. So we're back on Monday Night Raw. We've got The Miz in the ropes. Ricochet went for the stomp. Confirmed Kai will not return before Royal Rumble. Yeah, it can be up to a 12-month injury. The rumour for sort of like an MCL, ACL or a meniscus is around 9 months up to a year usually. Some people have come back in less than that, which is a very quick turnaround, but it is usually between sort of 9 months to a year. Ciampa's rumoured to be returning tonight. Yeah, someone else said that earlier on. Oh no, it was yourself, Misfit. You did put a message in earlier on saying that Ciampa's rumoured to be returning. Ricochet with a quick fire kicks and then a springboard forearm. Yeah, how can you put the Miz in the match over Ricochet? Can't roll out Dakota Kai for the Rumble. Yeah, you can't roll her out, but in terms of the injury itself, it is more of a 9 months up to a year sort of period before you'd probably be back. But again, like I said, you look at John Cena, come back from a torn pec after 3 months near enough. Cody had a very similar injury and he was out for 9 months, somewhere on there. So you just can't tell. Miz got his DDT and only got a 2 count. Did like a code breaker style move off the ropes and then planting Ricochet with a DDT. And that only gets a 2 count. Yeah, Cena was rumoured to miss WrestleMania 24 and then he returned at the Royal Rumble in number 30 at Royal Rumble 2008. Miz went for a skull crushing finale roll up, 2 count. Reversal, another 2 count. Ricochet with a huge kick. And then very similar Selena Del Sol from Kalisto maneuver. Very, very nice. Ricochet climbing up to the top. Is going to go for a shooting star or a 450. Shooting star press. Plants it straight on the Miz. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Exactly, Misfit. Crowd are quite hot tonight. Sassy saying, what about a trios championship across all brands? That way could utilise more talent. Yeah, I think that would work if they built a few more factions. I think. You look at some of the tag teams, you've got tag teams, but you don't have many 3-man teams. So yeah, I think it would work. I think that it could have the potential to be very good at utilising talent, but it would have to be booked right to start with, and you would need more teams. So we're going a recap of the Night of Champions match. Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. It's a sort of grudge match. And then you had Zoe Stark show up and take out Becky Lynch. The 1-2-3-60 that led to the Stratus faction and a 3 count. But Becky looks like she busted her nose wide open from Zoe Stark. I've got Trish now. Trish is coming out. Orange Cassidy wants to wrestle Zack Sabre Jr. Bring it on. Absolutely bring that match on. Orange Cassidy is one of the performers that I think is so much better than he gets credit for. if he needs to wrestle, he can wrestle. You look at the battle royal that he had at Double or Nothing last night. It was absolutely phenomenal. He had spots where he was being sneaky and hardening the ropes, and then it was really wrestling, and it was absolutely fantastic. Thank God Ricochet won, yeah. Sassy's happy about that, you're happy about that, I'm happy about that. Kenny Omega teased bringing a card or an Ibushi to help out with the Blackpool Combat Club. That'd be something I'd like to see. A card or an Ibushi going up against people like, a card versus Bryan Danielson. That's just mouth-watering. Ibushi versus Wheeler Yuta. Mouth-watering. Looks like someone voted for The Miz. Was that you, Sassy? Hell no, says Sassy. Okada versus Moxley is one planned for matches at Forbidden Door. I'm not surprised. Nana's laughing. I'm not surprised. That was great. Let's have one of these pepperoni bites, see what they're like. Good riddance, Miz, says Sassy. Yeah. The feuding in New Japan, so it makes sense. Oh, definitely. One of the faces of New Japan versus one of the faces of AEW. Absolutely right on. Dominion Love, Shot Mox and Claudio teaming up. That'd be a great lineup. I mean, you'll put any of the Blackpool Combat Club up against any sort of faction, it's going to be a magic match, I think. Again, I've actually not got an energy drink for a change on a Monday Night Raw. I'm not having anywhere near as many as I used to, am I? It used to be 2 or 3 a week. So what's Trish going to say? Ospreay versus Lance Archer. Again, it's a mouthwatering prospect, I think. Okada, Tanahashi, and Ishii versus Mox, Claudio, and Shota Umino for the 6-man titles at Dominion next weekend. Trish is being the cocky heel, saying, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. The crowd not behind Trish at all. Trish is saying you shouldn't be surprised. But she's got a big, big bruise on her chin. Massive bruise. Trish is saying this is what you do when you're number one. This is what you do when you're it. Claudio and Okada are going to beat the crap out of each other. Yeah, that's going to be physical as hell. Trish is talking about real superstars getting a shot at the big time. people who have Trish's back, people like Zoe Stark. Zoe and Becky are going to be in Money in the Bank while Trish is away. Yeah. I think that would be good. Ever since I told you about the site where you can watch wrestling, you watch most of the pay-per-views free now. Yeah, you didn't hear that from me, did you? Are you happy about being able to watch everything now, though, Michael? Yuck, Trish. Thank you, Vince, for this. Yeah, this is a very Vince McMahon promo on it. Got on them to watching Raw, yeah. Dakota Kai's injury puts a halt to the potential Team Kick reunion. Yep. Yeah, it's the other Dan that's on every so often, isn't it? Not me, the other one. So Zoe Stark's in the ring, saying she's here to make a statement. Who's better to learn from than the OG? Trish. That's why Tegan Knox turned heel. Yeah. I mean, Dakota Kai's injuries come at probably the worst time. So Zoe Starks is saying, while she's got the floor, she wants to thank Trish Stratus. I mean, she's wearing a thank you Trish shirt. So they're being very... So Trish has acknowledged, well, Zoe's sort of acknowledged the bruise, and Trish has basically said if Becky turns up, she's going to have to answer for it. So what do we get? We get Becky's music. This promo's boring. Yeah. It's a WWE Vince McMahon promo, isn't it? It's not great. Gonna puke, yeah. I'm not surprised. Becky's saying that they're both still in the wrestling gear. Why don't we restart the match? Why don't we finish the match right here, right now, one-on-one? So Zoe Starks going out. Becky gives her straight right hand. Okay, Becky chants. Trish can't cut a promo. No. She's okay, but I just find it very bland. It sounds very whiny when Trish cuts a promo for me. Becky's just raining right hands down on Trish. Here comes Zoe Stark with a knee to Becky. So we've got numbers advantage. We've got Trish and Zoe Stark. Do we think someone's going to come out and save Becky, or do we think it could be? C360 again to Becky. Come on, is someone going to come out and save Becky? Or do we want? Zoe holding Becky up while Trish gives a right hand? I know, it seems to me like they should be bringing someone out to save her. She can't. In Sassy's opinion, can't wrestle without Becky dumbing down her skills. No. Trish was great at the time, in her prime, but now, because of how good the women's wrestling has become, it's just making Trish look a bit outdated, I think. Lita's coming. Oh, that's what I'd like. I'd be happy with that. Lita made sense, but nothing. No one. Yeah. Looks like nobody's coming just via. So yeah, we're supposed to go into share in a minute. Don't know what for. Probably a squash match. Which, again, I'm not a big fan of. Trish has to have her flowers. Yeah. I mean, again, Trish coming back, it's a nice nostalgia moment, but I don't see it being I don't want it to be a long-term thing. She should be there to help put over a new talent. I know that's what probably they're doing with Zoe Stark, but it should be Zoe Stark going one-on-one with Trish to help elevate the new member of talent. Now Zoe Stark just looks like a lackey, which I don't think is going to be a good thing for her. What else have we got? We've got the women's tag match, and we've got the main event, which is Seth and AJ versus Judgment Day. We've got Nakamura versus Bronson Reed. Yeah, can't wait. I mean, we're almost an hour into it already, and it seems to have gone relatively quickly. It's been surprisingly enjoyable so far. The Ricochet and Miz match was okay. It was what it was. Qualifying matches are usually nowhere near as good as they could have the potential to be, because they're there just to fill a spot, really, aren't they? Have you got any Baby Bill tonight, Michael? I ain't got any this week. I might get some for next week. I don't know yet. I ain't even got any pepperami tonight. What's wrong with me? But I was in the store earlier on, and I just fancied something different for a change. That's why I've got the Millionaire Bites. I've got the pepperoni pockets. Did I end that poll? I did, yeah. Yeah, you do have some already. Oh, share some to me, please. I think cheese, for me, you take cheese out of my diet, I go from eating however much, And it'll probably go down by 60% because everything I eat has got cheese in some way. So we're getting recap of different media sources, headlines from Night of Champions. So I've got End of Share coming out right now. End of Share versus Share. I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to put End of Share versus Jobbers. Because I don't see it lasting that long. Oh, sorry. There we go. I don't mean to sound harsh against them, but they haven't had an entrance. They haven't really been announced. So they obviously don't. WWE obviously don't care about them, which means the Jobbers, which means they are going to be squashed rather quickly. Sanga's been tagged in. And whoever it is has taken a big boot to the head. Jinder Mahal looks great on the outside. Looks very menacing. So tag to jobber number 2. Brought in with a beautiful vertical suplex. Choke slam. Jobber number 1 onto jobber number 2. Via tagged in. Devastating double team and over. Pin 1, 2, 3. Already done. Who voted for the Jobbers? Really? So, yeah, we've got another announcement for the end of the Bloodline with a question mark. Oh, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens were the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions. So we've got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens coming up. Ooh, JT Jane and Gigi Dolan in a weaponized steel cage match on NXT. That sounds like it should be a banger tomorrow night. Was that Big Body Javi from NXT? It looks like it could have been, yeah. Yeah, he did have big body on the pants that he was wearing. So, again, bringing up people to give him a bit of WWE Raw screen time, it's a nice little touch, but it doesn't do anything for him, because if they're trying to push him in NXT and they bring him up to Monday Night Raw and do a squash match like that, it totally derails the momentum, really, I think. So we've got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens coming up in a second. Probably to talk about what happened at Night of Champions. We're on commercial break, as always. Let's have a look. So, who else, while we're on commercial break, who else would we like to see in the Money in the Bank matches from SmackDown? Money in the Bank qualification matches. Let's have a look. So, the rumours are LA Knight, Damian Priest, Bobby Lashley, Matt Riddle, Dominic Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, Finn Balor, Chad Gable, Edge, and Gunther. So, Friday Night SmackDown, we've got LA Knight versus Montez Ford, and then Zelina Vega versus Lacey Evans. So, I presume we're going to see LA Knight, and we're going to see Zelina Vega in them matches. In them sort of positions, winning them. Karrion Kross and Sheamus. I think they either need to do something with Karrion Kross, because otherwise it's just completely boring for me. Sheamus, I think putting Sheamus in the match would be quite a good way to do it. Give him the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then he can go for the IC title, because it's the one title he still hasn't won yet. Riddle's facing Gunther at Money in the Bank. They aren't in the ladder match. So it was just discussed as competitors for Money in the Bank. I mean, this was earlier on today as rumours. Why did half of my changes not happen? Sorry, I didn't see your text, Vince. If I was Hunter, that's what I'd be doing. I'd say I was too busy. Sami Zayn's reaction and reception in Saudi Arabia was one of the best things I've ever seen. The way that he was emotional going to the ring, his promo that he cut at the start, speaking in Arabic, the crowd absolutely behind him every step of the way. It was emotional from start to finish on that sort of front. See you in a second, Sassy, don't worry. So going a recap of the match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus Roman and Solo. And we'll get the interference from the Usos and then a super kick from Jay to Roman Reigns. Michael got goosebumps watching Sammy's pop. Yeah. I was getting goosebumps, and it was such an emotional moment for him, I think. Where's my stream stopped? We pay for this so we don't have this issue. I know you know it's my sister Michael, but yeah, for everyone that doesn't know that is watching, that one's my sister. How are you doing? Yeah, my stream keeps cutting out. Yes, it's been a while. You get notified every time we're going live, so why don't you just come and say hello every time? The stream itself keeps stopping. I don't know if that's a BT Sport issue or if it's a WWE issue. I've restarted it 2 or 3 times. Oh, there we go. That seems to be better. I'll say it's better. It's very, very blocky. Come on. The mascot calls. Hi, Chloe. How are you doing? Michael's doing good. He's got my favourite snack, Baby Bell. Baby Bell and pepperami. Yes, please. Oh, just get lost. If you're going to be mean, don't come and watch. Yeah, the stream keeps playing up. So I've restarted like 2 or 3 times. Come on, play. There we go. DIY versus KO and Sami is planned for SummerSlam. That's amazing. That is a great match. And crowd are popping along for Sami Zayn's theme as always. Go to the store and go, I can't. I've got this to do for you guys. You should send me some, I think. Should just move to the US, get great streaming. I get great streaming. It's KCOM that's the problem. Sami being cheered as always. Sami saying that he feels pretty good tonight. So Sami and Kevin saying that they won. Sami saying they're set out to do exactly what they wanted. Sami saying that Roman deserves everything he's got. So at the minute, I'm going to say it's in dispute because Ant has declared himself the champion, but I only got one wrong on the whole card for Double or Nothing. So I don't know. I'm going to go back and watch a predictions video. I'm going to go back and watch the predictions video to see what he says and then tally up myself. So at the minute, we're having a recount, I would say. Ant thinks it's him, but I've still got the belt. Oh, we've got Imperium coming out. Vinci saying that it was an impressive victory for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I really hope DIY comes back to Michael. There was such a entertaining tag team and great matches against the Revival and AOP. So we've got Gunther. and in the rest of Imperium. Kevin Owens is asking why they are here. Kevin Owens is saying, you've got to wait for someone to call you out before they can come out. That's brilliant from Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is so funny, so good. We're going to KO chant now. It's an unwritten rule that you don't come out until we mention your name. So Imperium has a match with Alpha Academy tonight, by the sounds of it. So Sami's saying that Imperium was embarrassed by Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Matt Riddle. Finch is saying that Matt Riddle is an embarrassment. Them two, with the tag titles, they are an embarrassment as well. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are not worthy holding the titles. They're not worthy of representing Monday Night Raw. Kevin Owens has got a wonder. We always hear from Slenderman. We sometimes hear for the one from Ears. But we never hear from the bald one. Kevin Owens is so entertaining. Everyone wants to hear from Baldy. And we're going a Baldy chant now. So how dare you besmirch us? And now we've got Chad Gable with Shoosh. Oh, Maxine Dupree is wearing some Shoosh merch. So we're going Chad Gable and Ortiz coming out now. So Kevin Owens is trying to get Chad Gable to say what he says. Kevin Owens is so funny. So we're going Alpha Academy of his versus here Imperium in a second. So Paul is in chat ready for you guys. This is great. It's so good. It's so entertaining. Good morning, fine sir. How are you doing? Are we going to get DIY? I hope so. It may be not tonight, but it could be. But then further down the line, I hope so. Sassy's back. Welcome back, Sassy. What show you been doing tonight, Anne? Anything good? Good morning, Nan. I apologise, wasn't on the stream, was watching Double or Nothing on the iPad. That's what Michael says. I don't know if she's still in. Sassy, so she might be, I don't know. Just woke up. Lazy git. Some of us have been here for over an hour already. Had a few beers so you stick your head in. Well, we appreciate it, don't we, guys? Anytime we get David Bowie in, it's a celebration. So we're on a commercial break as of right now. So yeah, Alpha Academy versus Imperium. I think that should be a good match. Although I would quite like to see Gunther going up against Chad Gable. I think that would just be a technical great match. I mean, there'd be some chops to hell, which would be absolutely ridiculous. But I think it'd be entertaining. We got Cam in. How you doing, Cam? Night of Champions was cool. It was a great show. I was really impressed with how good the show was. And then again, Double or Nothing last night. And covered that one with Dan Reed. And again, an absolutely fantastic show. Those great matches all the way up and down the card. The Battle Royal was amazing. It went on longer than most WWE ones. There was a good storytelling in the match. Jimmy and Jay are now the ones. What else did you have? There was Jericho versus Adam Cole. Again, another great match. Shame about the sort of both of the, I don't mean it in a harsh way, but both of the women's matches. Jamie Hayter was obviously injured, so dropped the title to Toni Storm. And then you had Jade Cargill defend the TBS title against Taya Valkyrie. And then immediately after, there was a promo cut, and we got the return of Chris Statlander. And basically, in a quick squash match, ended up taking the title off of Jade Cargill. So we've got a new TBS champion and a new AEW Women's Champion in Toni Storm. So we've got two new women's champions. Hopefully, that does refresh the women's division a little bit. I'm calling a recount because I haven't watched your predictions video fully. So I want to go through it and make sure that all of the predictions actually happened. Because the only one I got wrong was the Orange Cassidy one. Because I didn't realise that he was actually defending the title in that match. So, on commentary, we've got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for this next match. You only got one wrong on the main card, so did I. Which other ones did I get wrong then? Let's have a look. MJF, FTR, Wardlow, Toni Storm, Blackpool Combat Club, Adam Cole, Jade Cargill. I can't remember. And I put Jay White for the Battle Royal because I didn't realise it was Orange Cassidy defending. That's on me for not checking. So I've got Gable in the ring with Vinci. Went for a pinfall, got a 2 count. Cam was mad for the EST losing a title to Oscar. I wasn't, in all honesty. I was hoping that she would end up losing it. I think it was time for Bianca to lose the title or turn heel, maybe even both, because I think the title reign itself has been quite bland. I didn't read them all out. I know there was Ethan Page, but I can't remember what match he was in. Hardy Patty versus Ethan Page. Yeah, so that one and the Battle Royal of the other, I got them two wrong, but I want to see which ones you got wrong as well. Oh, Maxine Dupree getting involved. Oh, we've got Valhalla out there. Valhalla's chasing Maxine Dupree out the arena. Yeah, I've just said it. What's happening? So Imperium have got the upper hand at the minute. The Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on the outside. Are being entertaining on commentary. I think Kevin Owens deserves so much good things to happen to him. All you got one was Christian. Once I'm done, I'm going to go watch the predictions video with you and Sam. So Zayn is calling for Gable to get the tag to Otis. Kevin Owens saying Baldy's out and Vinci. In comes Otis. Crowd popping for that. How's Raw been? It's been really fun. It's been a lot better than expected. And we started off with Seth Rollins. AJ Styles came out to basically congratulate him, shake his hand, show a sign of respect. And then we had the Judgment Day come out. They then ended up challenging for a match, which Seth accepted for the main event. We had The Miz versus Ricochet in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. And then we had Trish come out with Zoe Stark, cut a promo. Becky ended up turning up. And then we've had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn cut a promo. Imperium have come out. And then we've got the match. Ludwig Kaiser is brilliant. So entertaining. Otis is still over. Otis is going to be over for ages. He's so fun. Imperium with a pin. 1, 2, 3. I mean, it was like a Doomsday device with a forearm instead of a clothesline. So it's a bit different to the normal Doomsday style device, but a very good match. First half of Oscar and Bianca match. Bianca is absolutely brilliant, but I just think her title reign has been quite boring, in all honesty. It has felt very bland, and I said it on stream on Saturday evening. Name 3 of her main opponents at pay-per-views, and we struggled, which doesn't bode well for a title reign of over a year. send that poll. So 67% of the people got Imperium winning that one. So we're going a recap of the injury to Liv Morgan and Dakota Kai 3 weeks ago. The booking of Bianca's been a bit naff. Yeah, I agree. She is absolutely amazing. She could realistically be the next John Cena for the women's division. She is that good. But the problem with it is the booking. And just didn't do very good booking at all. So we've got Raquel Rodriguez and Shotzi. And then Bayley and Io Sky. So Raquel Rodriguez saying that they beat Damage Control last week. And Bayley's the only member of the team that hasn't actually held gold. Stream froze for a second. So I've got Raquel Rodriguez coming out now. Women's tag titles. This is going to take me a few seconds. Let me get these wrote down. Rodriguez and Shotzi. We've got Rousey and Bayzler. And then we've got Damage Control. And then we've also got Green and DeVille. There we go. We've got all four teams in the comments. Who you think's going to win? Got Chris Watson. How are you doing, Chris? Thanks for joining. We've got David Bowie saying hi, Chris. We've got Michael saying hi, Chris, and Sassy. Oh God, Ronda's dragging down Shayna. Yeah. I think Shayna should just go back to tearing fools apart. Like she did the Elimination Chamber. Where she just beat everyone. That was absolutely brilliant booking. And it's such a shame she ended up losing to Becky at Mania that year. I reckon if she'd have won that match and took the title off Becky, we'd be looking at a completely different storyline now. It'd be so good. Can't seem to get Ronda out since she's come back. No. She was meant to be the face when she sort of debuted with going up against Triple H and Stephanie. And after a little while, the crowd seemed to turn on her. After the crowd turned on her, I don't think they've got her right since. to me, it should be. She should start doing the Goldberg-esque run. Every single week, quick squash match, beat someone with an armbar, like she was doing in the UFC. After a few weeks, couple months of doing that, goes up against someone for the number one contendership, give her a bit better match, because she can do a bit better match. And then go up against for a main event match for a title. Shayna should be wrestling Zoe. Yeah, Zoe Stark's a good performer. Shayna can go in the ring. It would be good. It definitely would. But there's so many avenues that you could look at going down. I want Shayna to turn on Ronda. I think that would be a good way to sort of build up both Shayna and Ronda. Shayna taking out Ronda and then moving forward after winning the feud. I don't think it would do much for Ronda, but I do think it would build Shayna back up to dominant fashion like she was a few years ago. So coming back on to Monday Night Raw. Someone's tag. Should send a Ronda back to NXT to be a killer, then come back as a killer of legends. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being a good idea. Goes down to NXT, beats absolutely everyone. So again, a Candice LeRae video. Shayna needs to be the Queen of Spades. Exactly. Go back to destroying fools like she used to. Imperium versus Kevin Owens and Sami at Money in the Bank, then DIY at SummerSlam. Give me that all day long. I think that'd be great. And I would quite like to see DIY take the titles off Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, because I think that would be absolutely brilliant to then have the 10. If I say the 10, you know the one I'm talking about. Ciampa turning on Gargano. That was weird. We just got a random promo for Candice LeRae. So we've got Shayna Bayzler and Ronda still to come. And then we've still got Damage Control as well still to come. In the ring, we've got Rodriguez and Shotzi. And we've also got Chelsea Green and Sonya DeVille. Why didn't do the video package when Candice came back? No idea. No idea, Misfit. Filler. Yeah, felt like it. Bear it back, Michael. No problem. See you in a second. So I've got Bayley and Io Sky. They need to pull the plug on Io Sky and give her a championship reign of some sort as soon as possible. And she's too good for a tag title. It's the best wrestler in the world, and Bayley. Yeah. I reckon in terms of women's performers, I don't think there is many people better in WWE than Io Sky right now. People will sort of argue that Bianca is one of the top performers, and I do agree. I just think Io Sky is so much better. Misfit got Bayley heated with that comment. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Could be one way of revitalising it. Definitely, yeah. So we've got Ronda Rousey, Shayna Bayzler coming out now. So out of the 4 teams, do you reckon Ronda coming out last is significant? Or is it just bring her out last because she's the biggest name in the match? And now it's the best MMA fighter in WWE and then Ronda Rousey. Yeah. Although, would you say the best MMA fighter was Brock? No crowd response at all. Yeah, no. People, in all honesty, don't seem to care about Ronda at the minute. And I think that's the problem is people are very indifferent to Ronda Rousey. So it looks like we're starting off with Bayley and Raquel Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a close line, and then Bayley with a right hand. Bayley's tagged out to Io Sky, in comes Io Sky. Io Sky's so good. Beautiful drop kick. It's a shame they can't elevate this to make it main event. No. You're crowning new champions, and it's the 3rd match on the card of a 3-hour show. It doesn't make it feel like a premium match by doing that. It's Ronda's first match on Raw since April 1st, 2019. That's a bit of a cool fact there, Misfit. I didn't expect it to be that long. So Bayley's back in. Bayley's tagging Chelsea Green. So Chelsea Green has got to come in for Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez basically not taking no for an answer. Bringing her in the hard way. Chelsea wants a tag. No one wants that tag. Chelsea used as a battering ram for Shayna Baszler off the apron. Then comes Sonya DeVille. Sonya DeVille taken out. Shotzi's tagged in. Shotzi with a dive to the outside. Shotzi was taken out. DeVille, Chelsea Green, and I can't remember who else was in there. We've got Prince Ali in. How are you doing, Prince Ali? Don't understand why the other team stand on the other side. It's a fatal 4-way tag. Yeah. In WWE, women are an afterthought. Shameful attitude for the talent they have. Exactly. Love that move. Yeah. Shotzi's good at it. Does a great dive. And with Raquel sort of extending the ropes, it makes it even better. Although I was watching Double or Nothing, and it's just ridiculous how much speed Darby Allin gets in his dive and how much impact he actually throws at the person. It's amazing. It's funny people are begging for Shayna and Ronda to be a team. Now it's happening, people don't want it. Yeah. Sometimes the dream pairing is actually a nightmare in reality. So we're on a commercial break again. There seems to be a lot more tonight than there does normally. I don't know why. So while we're on a commercial break, let's see one of the competitors in the match.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Whole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day.
So there we go. We've got Bayzler, Shotzi Blackheart, two SB's initials. Just saying, give us a watch. That's what we like. It's Shotzi. Yeah, she's dropped the Blackheart. Do you reckon that was anything to do with Ciampa? Because I know he was known as the Blackheart, wasn't he? It's more funny people awaited Shayna's winning NXT and a title reign, and now all of a sudden fans of hers and say she's mistreated. I mean, I was never a Shayna fan, but I understand the gimmick, I understand the character. It's just not my cup of tea. She's a great performer, but she just doesn't seem to be given the chance. She got given a chance at the Elimination Chamber and then ruined at WrestleMania. Not Becky Lynch's fault, obviously. But I've got Shotzi and Ronda, legal women in the match. Maybe, I don't know if Shayna Baszler's the legal woman. Looks like it's Submission Magician. Stomping on the shoulder of Shotzi. Shotzi whipped into the corner, elbow to Ronda, boot to Shayna. Looking for a tag. But Ronda gets involved. Neckbreaker from Shotzi. Raquel using the steel steps, stomping on them to try and get the crowd hyped. So AO Sky was looking to stop Raquel going the tag, but eats a boot, so does Bayley. In comes Raquel, takes out Chelsea Green, Sonya DeVille off the apron. Bayzler clothesline. Fall away slam. Beautiful. Raquel, again, another fall away slam to Shayna Baszler. Oh, Ronda's tagging. She wants in. Up against Raquel Rodriguez. Baddest woman on the planet. With some right hands to the midsection of Raquel. But huge clothesline from Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel picks Ronda up. Shayna Baszler saves Ronda. But Shayna Baszler eats a slam for her troubles. Rousey with a beautiful takedown, trying to look for the armbar. Raquel got the hands clasped to stop that happening. Ronda trying to break that grip. Bayley, elbow off the top, straight to the midsection of Ronda. Beautiful elbow from Bayley. Wouldn't be surprised if one CEO gets pushed. They have no plans for Bayley. I wouldn't be surprised myself. I think Io Sky is an absolute star of the division and needs to be treated as such. Chelsea Green throwing Ronda into the ring post, and then Sonya Deville with a boot. Sonya with a huge knee to Raquel Rodriguez. The Karens, as we're gonna call them, screaming about not getting the pin. Chelsea Green's tagged in now. Legal. Oh, Io Sky tagged Chelsea Green, so Io Sky is now the legal person. Io Sky with a springboard drop kick off the top rope. Raquel Rodriguez. But Io Sky with an uppercut. Meteora into the corner by Io. Goes for a cover. 1, 2. Shotzi came in. Bayley came in as well. Shotzi throwing her out. Shotzi was coming off the rope. Decided to change of action. Bayley taken out with a dive again from Shotzi on the outside. Shotzi back up to the top. Gets the tag from Raquel. This is a match I would like to see, a good feud. Shotzi versus Io Sky. Shotzi facebuster. Chicken wing suplex. Double underhook. Beautiful. Shotzi off the ropes, but flapjack from Io Sky. Io Sky, she going up to the top. Over the moonsault. But Ronda tags Ronda Rousey's the legal person now. Io Sky going for a top rope superplex. Shotzi looking for a powerbomb at the same time. Ready? There we go. Shotzi pulling Ronda. Shotzi going up to the top now. Oh, maybe not. Shayna Bayzler catches Shotzi climbing up to the top. But Shayna's dropped Shotzi up to the top. Oh, went for it. Ronda caught it. Armbar. Immediately tapped as Shotzi. That was a better end to the match than I was expecting, in all honesty. Sadly, I think Shayna and Ronda are winning. Yeah. How are you doing, JPW? Misfits saying, glad Triple H is the one booking here. We trust Triple H, yeah, with Io more than anyone else, yeah. JPW, thanks for joining. How are you doing? Got to go. Not a problem, Michael. Thanks for joining. You take it easy. Have a good week. Next match, I'd love to see just Shotzi and Io go 1-on-1. Ronda's counter was nice. Yeah, really nicely done. Load of fireworks for Ronda and Shayna. JPW saying bye Michael. Bye Mox Buddy. We've got Danny in. How are you doing, Danny? Thanks for joining. Right, Michael, take it easy, Suzanne. Right, Danny. And again, there was no real crowd reaction, I don't think, for the win itself. %75% got it right. No one thought Damage Control or Sonya DeVille and Chelsea Green. Aya versus Shotzi happened in NXT, yeah, but I'd like to see on a grander stage. That to me could technically be a WrestleMania level match if it was booked right for me. Great, you won, big deal. I know. There was no real excitement there for me. We're going a recap of Seth winning the match at Night of Champions. Am I saying Shotzi's only good match in WWE is with Io? No, never. Shotzi could have a good match with a lot of people, but I think she could get the best match with Io Sky. So, yeah, tonight, main event, Seth freaking Rollins and AJ Styles going up against the Judgment Day. Well, two members of the Judgment Day, we don't know who it is. We've got Dolph Ziggler coming out now. We haven't seen him in feels like a while. The fact that Shayna and Ronda winning the tag titles isn't the main event is a serious problem. Yeah, we actually said it earlier on. Putting them in somewhere that isn't near the main event, it's literally the third match on the show of a 3-hour show. It doesn't bode well for the tag titles or the women's tag titles. Wasting Io for that as well as Shotzi and Raquel, yeah. To be fair, Io can have the best with a broom, definitely. Raquel should be in singles, definitely. Counterpoint is Seth is world champion, yeah. The problem that I've got is Seth and AJ versus Judgment Day. It's not going to be a one-on-one feud, so, and it's not for a title. So, to me, you should be having the main event match as champions. They said it was technically a 3 main event match at Weekend, which was obviously the Cody match and Brock. You had the tag match, which ended up being the main event, and then you had the opening match, which was for a title. I would either put the women's tag titles as the main event to give them some prestige, or from as the opening match to give the show a great start. But putting it an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes into a show doesn't feel like a premium place. I don't mean it disrespectfully, so any of the people performing, but it was a toilet break match, in all honesty. Or that's what it felt like. Glorified jobber. Yeah, I know. Think Ronda and Shayna are winning this. Also, hi, you're in your YouTube live stream. How are you doing, JPW? Yeah, I've got your comments as well. It's certainly a problem. Yeah, I agree. It's horrible that they won. Yeah, I know. Gonna go have some sleep. Not a problem, though. Thanks for sticking your head in for a little bit. I hope you have a good night's sleep. And yeah, if you are around on Wednesday nights, if you join Anne, he will be covering the AEW shows. Dynamite being the main one. Ronda and Shayna aren't keeping the tag titles long because Shayna will turn on Ronda. I think there will be a 10, but I think it may be the other way around. I would prefer Ronda to go complete backstabbing heel and be an absolute killer. In Sass's opinion, Seth and AJ match is a waste when AJ is on SmackDown. Exactly. They've broken the brand split already to give us a match. Why not put someone from Raw with AJ, with Seth, sorry, to create the match for the main event? You'll be dreaming of your championship. You can dream if you want. Can't believe Shayna and Ronda won. Garbage. Also for Dolph versus JD. Want Dolph to win, but jobbing it. WWE are jobbing him. So JD is winning. Yeah, I completely agree, JPW. They're going to look at build JD up. So why would you have him beat? Why would you have Dolph win? Versus JD. Let's get that poll going. So Dolph Ziggler versus JD McDonough. He's been absolutely smashing it since moving to NXT, though. Love to see Shayna as a face, but Triple H will never let her turn face. Neither will Vince. I don't want her to turn face, but I want Ronda to turn on Shayna and be complete badass. Love how chill I am. Meanwhile, you're raging that Ronda and Shayna won. I don't get stressed over anything, really, JPW. I'm chilled out over most things. I'm not happy about it, but I can't do anything about it. Ziggler starting off hot with some right hands, actually biting McDonough. McDonough really hot now. Throw Ziggler to the outside. Ziggler thrown over the announce desk. Meanwhile, everyone thought Triple H would do a better booking than Vince. Well, he did. And then Vince came back. Should be JD McDonough and Seth versus the Judgment Day. That'd have made more sense. Matt Hardy was on Raw? I don't think so. I ain't seen him. Where was he? McDonough, by the looks of it, as well, both McDonough and Ziggler have been counted out, but McDonough being vicious with a knee to the sort of neck of Dolph Ziggler, and then a big stomp while on the steel steps. Again, boot to the neck of Ziggler. McDonough being that vicious heel that he can be. Oh, have we got winning Money in the Bank for the men and the women? I'd love to see LA Knight win it. I think it'd be a great shout. And I think Becky's a good shout, but I'd love to see Io Sky win it. I think Io Sky is, if they are not putting her in the match for the title at Money in the Bank, she should be winning Money in the Bank for me. They had someone who looked like Matt Hardy on the show. Okay. No, didn't notice. Misfit saying Io's winning the women's. Yeah, I agree. It makes so much sense, and she's hot right now, so it makes sense to pull the trigger. I think Io should betray Damage Control, go on a solo run, win the women's title off of Rhea. Yeah, that would make sense. That would be a good way to go. Io versus Oscar, I think, could be a great shout. They've got great history, and it means that keep the title on Monday Night Raw. Becky didn't need Money in the Bank, plus she's still in the feud with Trish. She is at the minute, but by the time Money in the Bank comes around, she might not be. Hopefully no Cody and Money in the Bank. There's rumours of him being in it as well, though. And again, I don't want Cody to win it. I think LA Knight is the best shout. AO versus Oscar is the match people want to see more than Rhea. Exactly. AO versus Oscar at Money in the Bank. It's money, I think. It's a great match potential. Trish versus Becky rematch is planned for SummerSlam. Why wait that long? That means they're going to be feuding for the next 3 months, which I'm not interested in. I want to see another rematch, probably like the next PLE, Money in the Bank, and then that's it. I don't want to see that go on for another 3 months. If it does, I'd be disappointed. If Becky won Money in the Bank, Trish could find a way to sabotage a chance, and then cash in. She gets a great storyline. Yeah, that'd be a good way to do it. But again, I don't want to see the match go on or the story go on for that long. Oscar versus Io is better for SummerSlam. Yeah, I can agree with that. Bianca's going to get the rematch at Money in the Bank. Yeah, probably. But could you see Bianca turning heel? As long as Bianca don't win it back, yeah. Cody shouldn't win Money in the Bank. He should focus on winning the title clean, finishing the story. Yeah, there's rumours of Cody versus Gunther at WrestleMania next year, which I wouldn't be mad at. I think that'd be an amazing match. But yeah, I think you could have Bianca turn heel and go up against Oscar because Oscar's going cheered. And I think Bianca as a heel brings a new dimension to her character. That should make her more interesting for me. Hot takes, anyone? Yeah, Bianca turning heel. There you go. I haven't wasted time on it, Prince Ali, so yeah, I'll leave it up there for people. Any hot takes? What do we think? JPW saying the hot take is Bianca is way overrated. Shouldn't win the title anytime soon. I don't think Bianca's overrated. I think she's a brilliant performer. I think her character is just very bland. Gunther versus Cody is not on the cards for Mania. It's still Cody versus Roman. I'd be surprised if that is actually the story. Bianca's title reign was boring. Yeah, I agree. As a character, as a face, after 3-4 months, it was bland. We needed a heel turn, but because of how good she is with media, how good she is with everything, sort of public relations wise, I don't see her being turned heel. But I think she needs it. I really do think she needs that. So we're going a recap of the Cody match versus Brock. Hot take, Roman would have lost the title a while ago without the Usos, and it's nothing without the rest of the bloodline. Yep. And yeah, Bianca's reign was super boring. 90% of her title run was against Becky and Bayley, and the 4% was Bliss, Io, and Oscar. Yeah. And for over a year's title run, it wasn't a great run. It started off okay, but after a couple of months, it just felt like repeating storylines again. It was boring. We've got Cody coming out now. Bianca's SmackDown title run was the same, Becky and Bayley. Yeah. So again, it wasn't anything fresh. It wasn't anything that we haven't seen before. But Carmella deserves another title reign after her pregnancy. If she comes back and can still perform at the same level, I could say yeah. Bianca's SmackDown title reign was with Carmella. I think Carmella does deserve a title run. I reckon she could actually have a really good story and really good feud with a lot of people. Cody looking sharp as ever in a suit. Because Carmella's someone that I think is underrated. A lot of people will sort of dump on her for a lot of things, but I think Carmella has got an interesting character where she can actually put on good matches. She's good in the ring. She might not be amazing, but I think that she can really put on a match where very similar to someone like not Sonya DeVille, Chelsea Green, where she could play that Karen style gimmick, and with that Karen style gimmick, you could have her whining quite a bit. But I reckon Carmella could pull it off better than Chelsea Green could. Carmella really is underrated. Yeah, I agree. Misfit thinks she's boring. Well, that's what we're here for. We can have our opinions. I used to find her very boring, and then after a little while, it was enjoyable. Not massively enjoyable, but better than the boring characters she had. Let's see what Cody's got to say. What do you want to talk about? So Cody's talking about what's happening. Due to a referee stoppage, Cody lost a match against Brock. So Misfit would rather watch paint dry rather than watch Carmella wrestle. Well, you can do if you want. Cody should not go after a heavyweight title and go straight after Roman, especially while Bloodline is crumbling. He could take the chance and finish the story. He could. Cody's saying that years ago he could have tapped out, but it's not the man he is. So there was a wildly popular superstar that used to say never give up. So over 3 minutes Cody was locked in that Kimura. So Cody's got a question. So Cody has to ask the questions to the camera because Brock's not here. Cody's asking if Brock is satisfied with this being done. Cody's asking, are you satisfied? So Cody's saying it's an open challenge to Brock. So the fact that Carmella beat Oscar on 2 back-to-back pay-per-views after Oscar lost the streak was done. It was, but you can't blame Carmella for that. The storyline itself wasn't very good, but I don't think you can put the blame on Carmella's shoulders. Brock and Cody 3 at SummerSlam, yeah, that was to be expected. I'd love to see a big stipulation in the match, though. Like an I Quit or a Last Man Standing. Maybe an Hell in a Cell. So Cody's going to reel off Brock's achievements. NCAA champion, UFC champion, WWE champion. LJPW, another account. It's going to be another regular match. That's going to bore me, though. We've seen 2 matches that pretty much have happened without any stipulation. So Cody's saying that Brock is afraid of him. All members of the Shield have some evil sight to them. Perfectly fits the characters, yeah. He beat you, Cody, yes, but Cody beat him. So at 1-1, they've both beat each other. So to me, you've had Cody not quit, not tap out, so you've got to do something with that. If you don't do something with that, it's a missed opportunity for me. Another normal wrestling match would be boring. Yeah, I agree. Falls count anywhere and let them get at it, yeah. Falls count anywhere. I Quit, I think, would be a good one, especially after Cody not quitting. Last Man Standing match, I think, again, would be another good shout. It's 1-1. Yeah, it is 1-1. We've got the Bro, Matt Riddle. So Riddle talking about the possibility of him winning the Money in the Bank briefcase, cashing in on Seth or Roman. Has Gargano been on the show yet? Not yet. So hopefully we see Ciampa later on with him. So Gunther wants Riddle to win the Money in the Bank match and cash in on himself. So beating Riddle, humiliating Riddle is fun to Gunther. All the best, he says. Again, that'd be a match that I don't think I wanted, but I do now. So we've got Nakamura coming out. I'm so glad they've gone back to his original theme where he hasn't got the rapping or anything above it. So just getting that poll ready for people. Won't be a minute, guys. So Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bronson Reed. Get your votes in now. Making mid-card titles cash-ins. Cannon, please don't, Hunter. But it does that not create prestige on them titles if people are wanting a title shot? Gargano's been streaming more than he has wrestling. Oh yeah. I mean, I could say the same for myself. I stream once a week, sometimes twice a week if I'm covering another show. I don't wrestle. You've already got it in there, Hassan, don't worry. Yes, Queen, yes. I froze? Am I frozen, guys? I don't look it. Dark Side of the Ring starts a new season next Tuesday. Yeah, it's a great show. There's been a lot of good stuff on there. A lot of very, very personal stuff. Have I frozen, Sassy? Let me just have a quick check. Yeah, I'm still straight. Still going. Cody Rhodes needs to be like how Hulk Hogan was, an American hero. He'll become very remarkable. Yeah, it doesn't. It did nothing for Austin Theory or the United States title. That was because who was holding it? Austin Theory cashing in wasn't. It was the wrong person to have the briefcase. If Cody wins and went on to go against the main event titles, it creates prestige. If Cody wants to go up against Gunther because of Gunther holding the title for that long, it would, I think, elevate the title more than it would sort of demote it. All good. That's good. Sassy agrees with Prince Ali, which is why they was always able to succeed without the Shield there. Sassy says, I'm okay. Seth Rollins had it. Yeah. Seth Rollins had the US title, but Austin Theory wasn't a good fit for the Money in the Bank briefcase at that time. You knew he was never going to be able to set any of the main event titles, so they had to drop it down. And to me, that was the problem. Sassy agrees again with Norma. Loving Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, I can't wait. It is a show that I have pretty much sat and watched every episode of, and it's always been really, really enjoyable shows. Hot take, JR Jimmy should dethrone Roman. I agree. I think that it should either be Jimmy or Jay, or maybe even Solo. Solo, I think, would be a shock to do it, but I think that's what would make it good. If you're going to do Money in the Bank, then Sheamus should win it and cash in on Gunther. That would push the IC title up the card, would it not? And like I said, that is where I think you would benefit from having someone take a title from take the title from Gunther, use the Money in the Bank briefcase. It's building someone up. Don't give a belt to someone not ready and not over. Yeah, perfect way to describe it, Sassy. Austin Theory wasn't over. He wasn't ready, but Vince just wanted him to be that person. One of the episodes, yeah, it's going to be on Bam Bam Bigelow. Huge fan of Bam Bam. ZCW time was good. The WWE run could have been better at times, but he got to main event WrestleMania 11. Yeah, based from the East. Yeah, he was good. He was very good at what he did. They did it to Joe sidelined his career, yeah. Imagine Marseille dethrones Roman, I would die. I would, yeah. It'd be crazy. So I've got Ronda and Shayna, the new women's tag champions, backstage. Ronda saying that the baddest team on the planet. Sassy loves Bam Bam. JPW Miss GMs. Bam Bam was one of the first big-bodied people to have athletic moves. Yeah, I mean, he was doing. I mean, there was him and there was Big Van Vader as well. Oh, again, paved the way for someone like Bronson Reed. Because, I mean, Vader was doing moonsaults, so was Bam Bam. And it was ridiculous of men that size doing them moves off the top ropes at the time. It was crazy. So Bronson Reed and Nakamura, who have we got? Who should win Women's Royal Rumble 2024? Depending on the storylines, Io Sky. I think she would be a great fit for it. She's a main event star already. So why not put her as the person that should be able to win that Rumble and go on to WrestleMania? Bronson reminds Norma a lot of Bam Bam. Sassy agrees. Yeah, Theo doesn't win Money in the Bank, then Royal Rumble. I really love Io because she's that good. I don't think there's many other people on the roster that could really put on a show like Io could. Depending on Dakota's injury, if she could come back, I think she would be a good shout. But for me, Io Sky is the best person to win. Bronson Reed just squashing Nakamura. Shave Bronson Reed's head and face and hair would look really look alike. Probably, yeah. WWE, please don't bury him and book him properly. I mean, when he was Jonah in New Japan, he was a beast there as well. There's a reason why she's being labelled by everyone as one of the best wrestlers in the world, yeah. And that's the point, is she deserves to be at the main event. She deserves to be at the top of everything. Favourite person right now, men's and women's? Sassy's gone Io for women, Cross for men. Oh, favourite NXT person, sorry. It's not something I really watch, JPW, so I mean, I'd have to go off what I know of the brands. But Tiffany Stratton's, I know, is supposedly doing some great work. And Bron Breakker has been doing a lot of great work as a heel. He was rumoured to be getting called up, but he did turn heel, and that is basically what's revitalised his character, and that's why they're keeping him on NXT from what I've heard. Bronson's a generational talent. He's great. He's an absolute beast. He's basically like someone like Brock Lesnar with even more athletic ability, which is crazy. Misfit doesn't watch NXT, so I don't have an answer. Okay. But there's so many people that you could go to as favourite person on either of the brands or any of the brands. If we're talking classic NXT, then Ciampa and Asuka. Ciampa, when he returned after turning heel, when he just used to walk out with no music and just the crowd boos, was amazing. The hatred that he has was so good. One of my favourites in NXT was Ember Moon. Eclipse was such a beautiful finisher that I'm gutted she didn't get a better run on the main rosters. But as Athena in Ring of Honor, she's smashing it out of the park now. So women, Sassy's gone here, and then men's for Seth. Both elevate others and have great passion. Yeah, they're both great in the ring. Ciampa is one of the best heels in a very, very long time, I agree. JPW is not watching Raw right now to watch the stream, so tell me who wins the matches, please. I will do, don't worry. I'll keep you informed. If I was to go favourite on the main rosters, so if we're talking current that includes all promotions, then go for it. What's your answers? I think as of right now, my favourite performance to watch is Seth, because he's so good at entertaining, so good at working the crowd. For women, where to go for women? I'm excited now Chris Statlander's back. I'm excited that Toni Storm has got the AEW Women's Championship. But good shout, JPW. Kairi Sane is amazing. It would be a close fight between her and Io Sky as of my favourite women's performers right now. No, I'm not saying if they got Hurt Business, if they got the Hurt Business going again, Bronson would work well with them. Yeah, I think that would be quite good. Naito in New Japan and Azumi in Stardom. Again, good shouts. I'm gutted that Monet has broken her ankle, because I think she could have been a great performer going forward. Saraya Stravin, yeah. Kairi Sane, as I just said. Deonna Purrazzo and Trinity, yeah. And Carmella and Chelsea Green. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great performers out there, but it's just trying to pick one of a massive range. As Zomi's 20 and puts on bangers every time she wrestles it, yeah, I don't doubt any of that. AEW, definitely Moxley. That's not your favourite performer. That's the performer you want to watch, and not in the ring. It can do it all. Yeah, Chris Statlander, absolutely amazing. So glad she's back from injury. Dethroning Jade Cargill last night was a big step to pushing her right up to the top of the card. Misfit recommends Azumi versus Starlight Kid, or is it Dem? So find it on YouTube, put the link in the chat so everyone else can put it in and watch it later on. Misfit if you want. So Bronson's climbing up to the top. Nakamura caught him. Bronson went for a ripcord into a power slam. Sassy agrees with Norma. Jeff Hardy botch it made you cringe hard. I ain't seen it. Not yet anyway. Misfits put the link in, so I'll leave that up there for a second, so if people want to get it, they can do. Nakamura's back up to his feet. Again, Shasta to Bronson Reed, but Bronson rolls to the outside. Nakamura can't get the pin from there. Let us pat Tony Khan on the back for his loyalty to his wrestlers. I agree. Nakamura and Bronson are putting on a banger. Yep, definitely. So people that have done great work in New Japan. Nakamura climbing back in. Bronson Reed laid flat out, just starting to come around. Referees up to 3. Up to 4 now, and 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Just gets in. Nakamura with another Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. Nakamura's going to Money in the Bank. That's made it a bit more exciting for me. I love watching Nakamura perform. Yep, I agree. Misfit, good, really good match. Bronson looks great in defeat. Yep. Some people don't believe that you can get over in a defeat, but Bronson Reed looks great even though he lost the match. That's what is supposed to happen. Like our finishers are supposed to knock you out, but once in a while they just no-sell it and roll to the outside. I agree. Yep, Shinsuke won that one. Kinshasa to the back of Bronson Reed ended up getting the 3 count on the pin. Surprised, but a good one. Yeah. I was expecting Bronson Reed to win that myself, in all honesty, but I'm quite glad Nakamura won. So I should call it the Piranha Hummer. So Baron Saxton's speaking to Judgment Day. So Rhea is being congratulated for winning. Wrestling has been good on this show. Yep, definitely. It was a cough, not a sneeze, dude, but thank you anyway. Can I get the last vote? I'll get one ready, which will be the Seth and AJ. Rollins and AJ. Jeffrey, how are you doing? Corey seems angry all night. Probably. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. So bless you when people cough. Oh, okay then. Not a problem. So that's to say now, Jeffrey. I'm just getting the poll ready for the last match. Seth Rollins and AJ Styles versus Judgment Day. I'm putting Judgment Day because we don't know who it is yet and I can't be bothered waiting. So that is in the chat ready for you guys. I won't bother doing the banner at the bottom until the match is on its way. What's next match? The next match is the main event. It's Seth Rollins and AJ Styles versus two members of the Judgment Day. Based on what we've just seen, I presume it will be Balor and Damian Priest. So that will be the main event match for the night. So we'll probably get intros in a couple of minutes, then an ad break, and then another intros, then an ad break, then the match will start, then we'll have 2 minutes and an ad break. Yeah. Can you tell from what I'm saying? We've got about 27 minutes, 26, 27 minutes left, and I reckon we'll have 3 or 4 commercial breaks, not even including the one that we've got on at the moment. Main event already, I know. I've been sat here over 2.5 hours, and it seems to have flown by. It's been a good show. A lot of comments, a lot of stuff to keep me going. Like I said, I enjoy spending it with you guys, chatting about it all. Us and Misfit have had a couple of disagreements, but it's all lighthearted. It's not serious. We respect each other's opinions. We might disagree, but we can understand and we can appreciate someone else's views on stuff. Full entrances, yeah, I reckon we'll get a full entrance for each member. You're not going to take... Although, with Seth having his intro at the start and AJ, do you reckon they could condense them and sort of do half of Seth's entrance, then in break, and then coming back from the break, you could have AJ coming out. Thought Nakamura was about to win by count out, would have lost it. I would have too, don't worry. Love the Funkos. Oh, there's loads in here, dude. Don't worry. I'm just topped over 700, I think it was. I'll see if I can quickly sort of move it, just so you can sort of see a good selection. I'll just move the camera itself. There we go. There's all that lot. Yeah, there's quite a few. But yeah, there's pretty much every every Harry Potter one on the shelves. I've got most of the WWE ones. There's like 6 or 7 that I haven't got at the minute. But they are the very early ones that are very expensive to get hold of. I've got some really cool ones. I've got a couple that I can reach. So I've got that. And inside there, you've got the original version of Mankind with a mandible claw, which is just super cute, super cool. Beautiful pin badge. Oh, there we go. With a Have a Nice Day guy. Got a nice lanyard in there. With a keyring type thing. You've got the lanyard at the back. And then he missed his Socko. Little Mr. Socko glove. Sock. So Seth will be part-timer because of the move. WWE higher-ups were very excited to shut that down. So was he exactly. Love that Mankind. The Mankind one's great. I've got Dude Love as well, and I've got Cactus Jack. Yeah, I've got all three versions of the Mankind, the Mick Foley character, and I've also got the Mick Foley character himself when he was the Raw GM. Near enough. I've got a signed Ric Flair Funko, and then I've also got two separate Trish Stratus ones, both signed. One saying "Happy Birthday" to me. So it says on the side of it, "Happy Birthday, Daniel." Trish Stratus. So I do quite like that one. So we are getting a promo package for the Troops Memorial Day. Obviously, it's not something that we do celebrate across in the UK. We have Remembrance Sunday in November. Seth has already had more matches on Raw as champion than Roman Reigns. Yeah. Oh, next week, Becky Lynch versus Sonya DeVille as a qualifying match for the Money in the Bank. That's a great start. Signed Bliss post that'll be worth a lot in a couple of years. One to keep, one to sell. Good call. Natalya versus Zoe Stark as a qualifying match next week as well. There we go. We've got AJ Styles coming out now. That render of Becky, you're having hot flushes. I mean, I can't blame you. I can't blame you at all. So, AJ, probably one of my favourite performers of probably one of the last 20 years. Rollins is a lucky dude. I mean, he gets to travel the world and wrestle for a living and get to wear some crazy outfits. That's lucky to me. I mean, them shoulders are ridiculous that he's got, but it's entertaining. Whoa. I know what you meant, Misfit. I'm only having fun. I mean, yeah, I completely agree. So they're still not announcing which two members of Judgment Day it is. Becky's one lucky dude. Well, she is the man. But no, Rollins is a lucky dude being with Becky. So, I mean, Becky's lucky as well. I mean, I'd love to look like Seth, but I'm growing the beard, and it's not far off sort of Seth's length. I'm trying to grow my hair, but it's taking forever. World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins just sounds right. It does. It's anytime he's holding a championship, he does seem to elevate it quite well. So I do think that putting the championship championship on him did make good sense. So we got AJ, then we got Seth. Now we've gone to commercial break. No, not the hair, Mum. What? Why? What about it? Just so you know. Oh, there we go. That one there, that is my mum. So if you want to say hi to her, you can do. But she'll probably tell me off. She'll probably tell me I need a haircut. Whereas I know I don't. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing. Whether you like it or not. It's so nice to actually have a world title on Raw. Yeah, I completely agree, Miss Fit. I think that's one of the things that has been missing from Monday Night Raw is a top tier champion. I mean, you did have the US title, which for a while was held by Theory, which just didn't feel elite enough to elevate the title itself. For real, Misfit, I agree, yeah. Nice to see the world champion show up for work. Exactly. I completely agree. Because earlier on there was saying the implosion, what's next for the bloodline, with a question mark, and we haven't seen anything. So, unless there's something at the end of the show, which I don't see happening because there's only like 16, 17 minutes left, I don't see anything happening with the bloodline. Yeah. I agree. Samantha Irvin went hard on Seth Rollins' intro. I mean, she's good at what she does, and she does the Imperium entrance quite good as well. And that's, from what I can remember, that's the main reason that she was drafted across to Raw from SmackDown, to keep the impact of the Gunther intro. So just going a recap of the sports headlines from Night of Champions. So I've had headlines from ESPN, load of others as well. So I've got Judgment Day coming out. So who is it we're getting? Yeah, by the looks of it, it is Balor and Damian Priest. Keep thinking it's Alicia Taylor from NXT because they sound similar. I haven't watched enough NXT to really sort of take notice too much, but I'll keep my eye out for it. Sassy's saying hello to my mum. That's nice. I mean, there was a discussion of Dom winning Money in the Bank at some point, which would have been absolutely chaos if he did win, I think. Talk about the heat. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know anyone that's getting more heat in the business at the minute. Oh, looking at it, it's Dom and Priest. Or is it? No, it is Balor. That was a diversion. That was well done. Looked Dom and Priest, but no, bad looks of it. It's Priest and Balor. Me too. I was trying to work out which pairing it could be. Seth has rolled out. Arm around Rhea. That was brilliant. Put his arm around Rhea. Seth didn't say anything. So Rhea basically reacted thinking it was Dom. Screamed in sort of panic. That was brilliant. So I've got Priest and Rollins in the ring at the minute. Rollins coming off the second rope. Eats a big right hand from Damian Priest. I think Balor's the next challenger for Rollins. I'd love to see it. I'd also love to see Damian Priest get that elevation and get that push. Priest stomping away at Seth. Rhea on the outside shouting to get him after what he's just done. Priest picks Seth up, tosses him off the ropes. Big reverse elbow to Seth. Goes for a pin. 1, 2. Rollins gets out. And Balor on Rollins now. So SummerSlam, Balor versus Rollins. It's got bad history for Balor. He could get injured again. DIY versus KO and Sami. Io versus Oscar. Sign me up. Sign me up all day long. That'd be great. Seth tags. So does Damian Priest. So I've got AJ as legal man. Balor as legal man. Ex-Bullet Club leaders going one-on-one. Diving forearm to Balor. AJ picks him up. Beautiful backbreaker from AJ. He's looking for a Styles Clash already. Nope. Damian Priest comes back in. Oh, chop from Balor sounded nasty. Sling blade to Rollins from Balor. Priest tags. Priest as legal man. AJ went for a forearm. Dom's grabbing the leg of AJ. Oh, Priest tackles AJ, pushed him straight over the announce desk. Beautiful. Commercial break now. Just those 3 matches alone would make SummerSlam worth it. Exactly. If you take them 3, then give us... I'd go last man standing match. Cody and Brock. And then... Roman versus Jey Uso. That's all I'd want. Give me that full card. I'm happy. So, yeah, we're on a commercial break. Rhea is a suggestion. Don't know what they're going to do. You could sort of do in a throwaway match. Oh, interesting, sorry. Yeah. Let's have a look. Who do we think that Rhea could go up against? Could we see Becky Lynch, maybe? Becky Lynch versus Rhea, I think, would be a good match. I can't think of who else to make a good shout. I would quite like to see Shotzi go up against Rhea. Ant says he's got tickets to see Slipknot. Yeah. Think Money in the Bank, given it's in the UK, Nikki Cross. Well, didn't she already hold the title at one point? The briefcase at one point. I think it was okay. I don't think that Nikki Cross is high enough to be able to win it and make a good run at it. Oh, it's a face Rhea. Oh, yeah. So Nikki Cross versus Rhea, I think, could be a good match. I don't know about the story going into it. I don't know what they could do. Hello, how are you doing, Pay? I think that's right, Pay. So we're going another promo for the Gigi Joel and Jacy Jane match tomorrow at NXT. Weaponized steel cage match. Which I think could be great. It'll be great. That will be a match I will be watching on Wednesday after it's been on. Personally, split Kaylee Ray from Isla Dawn and Kaylee Ray on Raw. Kaylee Ray versus Rhea. Yeah, exactly. Kaylee Ray's had some great matches in Pro Wrestling Eve. If you watched the show last night, the Double or Nothing show, Dan Reed actually runs and is the promoter for that one. He's had Kaylee Ray there, worked there quite a while. For time. JPW, gotta go. Not a problem. Thanks for joining, dude. See you in a bit. Take it easy. Have a good week. See you later, man. Take it easy. Thanks for joining, as always. So, Rhea and Dominic have been sent to the back. So, no numbers game advantage for Judgment Day anymore. So, AJ with a roll up to Priest, 1-2, kick out. Pele kick. Lands flush for Damien Priest. Sassy. Go Seth Rollins, go Queen, yes, definitely. Maybe Candice versus Rhea at Money in the Bank. For me, I'd like to see Piper Niven come back. Piper Niven versus Rhea, I think, would be a great shout. Another person that's worked at Pro Wrestling Eve with Dan Reed is Piper Niven. So, Balor face first off the turnbuckle. Seth to the ring apron. Flying knee to Priest. Seth springboard. Flying knee to Balor as well into the ring. Super kick to Balor at 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Not going to matter who her opponent is. Rhea's got cheated in the UK. Yeah, I think she will as well. I love her, so I reckon if I like her, a lot of other people will. Crowd singing Seth's theme now. Balor's being the wimpy heel. Seth picks him up, slams him into the corner. Balor picks him up, went for a powerbomb counter to inside cradle, 2 count. One, two, kick out at 2 from Balor again. Damien Priest's now being tagged in. Oh, just a straight right hand to AJ Styles on the apron. Brutal. Priest looking for the South of Heaven choke slam. That's what he's looking for. Seth walks into it. Seth picked up, counters. Discus forearm to Priest. Priest off the ropes. Huge lariat. 1, 2, kick out. Crowd is more lively than Las Vegas was for Double or Nothing. Yeah, Las Vegas seemed relatively flat from what I'm used to. Usually, AEW crowds are quite hot, and they just didn't feel very hot this time. Balor up to the top, takes the tag. Priest superplexes, but Priest then counters the Falcon Arrow. Rollins in the drop zone, went for a coup de grace. Seth rolls out the way. Super kick to Balor. Beautiful super kick timing. AJ's just dragging himself back up to the apron, so is Damian Priest. So AJ gets a tag, so does Damian Priest, both legal men now. AJ with Insaguri. Ushigoroshi to Damian Priest. Balor went to the corner, thrown to the apron, but AJ with a forearm. Diving knee to Balor on the outside. Seth dives to the outside. AJ is looking for the phenomenal forearm. Springs up. AJ rolls through, but Priest grabs him up. Raises edge to AJ Styles. Is that going to be it? 1, 2. Stomp from Seth. Just gets back in the ring in time. Seth to the outside, on the apron, begging for the tag from AJ. Seth gets that tag, gets the tag, diving from AJ. Seth going crazy, stomp to Damian Priest. 1, 2, 3 count. Seth gets the win. So maybe it's time AEW leaves Las Vegas for Double or Nothing. I think that would be a good shout. I know the Double or Nothing thing is the casino gimmick stuff, which obviously is Las Vegas, but you could do it in Atlanta. They're known for gambling as well, so it could be refreshing the product a little bit. Raw feels like a Triple H show, 100% Misfit. That was more less interfered with Monday Night Raw. There was a clear plan of action. There was a clear story with performers. The match quality was good. Yeah, I agree. That was a Triple H Raw. Yeah, that belt has grown on me since I first saw it. I do quite like the look of it now. And it suits Seth. It looks awesome over his shoulder and around his waist. So that is the end of Monday Night Raw. So we'll get on with our normal Raw recap. So it's not going to be long, as it never is with me. The show itself was absolutely fantastic from start to finish. There wasn't really a lull in it either, which is quite good. It was just nice paced, it was fast, it was good action at the same time. The only low point for me personally was the Trish Stratus promo. It just didn't feel as good as it could have been, in all honesty. So, Misfits going 7 out of 10. Yeah, I would give 7.5 out of 10 for me. What would you say as your performer of the night, Misfit? Who do we think? For me, I think I'd probably go Seth. I think Seth, the promo at the start was good and the match itself was good. So Seth, I think, would be a good shout for performer of the night. Nice duo, AJ with Seth. I agree, that was a great performance. Won't be able to join us on Friday or next Monday because you're out of town. That's not a problem, Misfit. We do appreciate you joining us every time you would do. If you're busy, that's not a problem. We understand life gets in the way sometimes. Yeah, I'd go 7.5 out of 10. I would go AJ Seth Rollins. And match of the night, I think it's got to be that main event, which was absolutely fantastic. I do think the Bronson Reed and Nakamura match was a very good match. And it could have been my match of the night if it was given an extra few more minutes. Because I just think that giving it a bit longer gives it time to breathe and gives both performers a good shout in the match. Cousins in Alabama getting married. Well, congratulations to your cousin. Send in best wishes from everyone at Give Me a Whole Year. So, yeah, we've got 7.5 out of 10 from myself. We've got Seth Rollins as the performer of the night. And then the match of the night is the main event, AJ Styles and Seth Rollins versus the Judgment Day. Match of the night, torn. I was torn. I think that if Reed and Nakamura had an extra 2 or 3 minutes to do a couple of extra bits, I think that would have been the match of the night for me. But just because it felt a little bit shorter, that's why I've gone for the main event match. Sassy's gone performer. Seth, only 6.5, Sassy. That's harsh for you. Or wasn't there enough? Was it because there was no Bobby Lashley for you to drool all over? I presume that's what it'll have been. But yeah, overall, it was a very good show. Misfits gone performer Seth as well, yeah. So very, very similar. So I think we're both on about the same wavelength on that. Good show. Could be great if some of the matches was given a couple more minutes. And I think if we took that Trish Stratus promo out of there, it would have increased it. But that did drop it down a little bit for me. Yeah. Overall, very good show. I may be back tomorrow. I may be back on Wednesday, depending on times. Because I have got another unboxing to do for my Pro Wrestling Tees crate. That did arrive on Friday or Saturday, but with it being a busy weekend already, I didn't want to overload everyone. So I've held it back a couple of days. It's still sealed. It's still downstairs, ready to go. But it is ready to be opened. Promos were weak, no advance on storyline, predictable matches. Yeah, but a predictable match can also still be a good match if the action is good. I appreciate there wasn't much advance in storylines, but again, I do respect your opinions. As you know, we love you here. You do moderate our streams very nicely, keep everyone well behaved. I just thought it was a good show. It was one after a pay-per-view or a premium live event, so there isn't usually much advance in storylines. So I'm not going to sort of shoot him down too much from that. But he got cooked by Seth, Dom, and Max Caster in the span of 24 hours. Beautiful, Misfit. 2 good matches, yeah. But I think that's it for Monday Night Raw. I think it's pretty much bedtime for me because it's gone 4 o'clock in the morning and I need to go get some sort of sleep. But yeah, as always, I do want to thank everyone who's joined me tonight. Whether you're watching it now, whether you're watching it as a replay, thanks for joining, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like the video if you can. It's probably my accent, dude. Probably my accent. It's not the greatest, the whole accent. But thank you very much. More success with our channel. I send as much success your way as I can. And all the luck with whatever you want to do, whatever you do in the future. So we're going to give it the old style Claymore. Let's have a look. Who shall we do? Seeing as we've had a chat about him, I know who I'm going to pick. But yeah, if you haven't already, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, do all the good stuff on social media. If you want to follow me on Twitter or send me a message, you can do it just below at Dan Hargreaves88. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah!
This is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Well, hello and welcome to Give Me a Oh Yeah. I hope everyone there, right there in Yorkshire, is having a nice day. Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Yeah.